month of November. So after my little rant yesterday, so this video is just dedicated to ASX listed gold miners, the producers, developers. So we're looking at the Aussie dollar gold price. So while I don't think gold's going to shoot up, from a gold miner's perspective, they just need to consolidate. And why? Well, it comes down to profit margins. Okay, so like back here in 2022, here, so this line here is the what they call an AISC, the all-in sustaining cost, so the cost of producing an ounce of gold. So back here, so about 2000, and they're getting 2,500, so they're making a 25% profit margin. Okay, so it sort of grows at a rate of inflation. So 2,500 is about an average now. So if you're looking at a stock, just use that as a benchmark. If they're below it, then good. Above it, not good. So you can see at this price level, it's a 50% profit margin. So we come around here, which is just March 25, 100% profit margin. And remember, they do quarterly reports too, which are, they're like backward looking. Then at current price levels, it's 140% profit margin. So they're basically making 5 to 6 times more profit than they were 2 years ago. So as long as the gold price just hangs around here, then you know in the back of your mind that there's profits just coming through the door. Okay, so if we look at, so this is just our gold index. It's obviously heavily weighted to Northern Star because it's bigger, but like I will get into it. I'll get into it. So in just another perspective. So this is the gold miners index over the gold price. Okay, so let's get a bit more data. So what you expect is gold miners to outperform the underlying commodity. And you can see here, gold, you've been better off holding gold since 2008. It's outperformed the gold miners. But that's wrong. It should be the other way around. Like, just look at like uranium miners. Not that I've got anything bad about them, but their prices or ratio is way higher. Okay. So why I'm doing this is because, like, you're better off buying things when they're down. Okay, so when I first started this channel, so these were like, this was the perfect time to buy. Not to buy here when it's already run. So the point of this video is saying, so if you're going to buy gold stock, like now, like buying up here, so most people buy a wait for it's going, and then bang. So we'll go through them. So BC8. So again, no, you don't want to be buying up here. If you're going to buy, you buy like when it's come down to support. Don't wait for it. Same with BGL. So you didn't want to buy BGL here. It had no pattern. So there's your declining wedge. Bang, that's your first buy. So it's broken, it's come back to a level of support. So don't wait for it to come up here. Now my preference is obviously to buy a gold miners ETF, but if you're so inclined to buy an individual gold miner, because you will outperform an ETF if you pick the right one. So again, Capricorn, that was the first buy. So we're coming back, so that looks alright now. So CYL, so that's come back. So again, try not to buy when it's already going. Just buy and sit and wait. well, you've got to look at individual companies and check out what their production is and costs. So Evolution, and you can see these candles too, so they're coming down and they're getting bought up. So as long as the gold price stabilizes, you know the profits are there. So there's a declining wedge on Emerald back then, but it's come back. Because what happens is you buy up here and then you drop down 10% and you feel like shit, and then you sell it. So you're better off buying now and then just sit and wait. So GGP. So imagine if you bought that at $9, then it comes back to $7. You feel like it. Yeah, I'm sure if you've done it before, or someone who bought one of those rare earthy stocks that ran 100% and came back down. So GMD, Genesis, KCN, that's the Swati Cup Thai company. So they, well, you can see here, so they came back down, had one of those candles, so you can see that wick there, someone's buying it. So that's when you buy, when it comes back and get a wick like that, then you buy. So you don't want to buy that now. It could keep going, but it's not the optimal. Northern Star. Northern Star is probably as safe as buying a gold miners ETF. But you can see last week there was good buying there. OBM. So you know the OBM's quite expensive. Like I'm not having a go at it, but I'm just trying to. So they're 2,800 ASIC and targeting 150,000 ounces for 2 billion market cap. A rough rule is sort of 100,000 for a billion, but they got strong insiders, so I'm just making that point. So PNR, so Pantoro, again, so they've come back to support. So if you like it, you want to be buying it now. Again, better than buying one of these things. Perseus. Okay, so it's come back, found some support. So buy now. So just in the bull market, you want to buy when it's come down. You don't want to buy it at $4 and it comes down to $3. What's that, 30%? And then you go and sell it down here because you panic, and then I'm sure some of you have done that. Regis. So Regis hasn't even flinched. Resolute, RSG. Now I'm not a big fan of these guys. Their ASIC is 1,800 USD. In America, it's 1,500 USD is an average, and they came in with 2,200 USD. So our 2,500 in America, it's 1,500, and they're over the other side, and they got hammered. So they just, yes, it looks like a good buying opportunity, but I just think there's plenty of not have a location risk. SBM's sort of the same too. They've got a 4,200 ASIC. I don't know why they're in Papua New Guinea. Why? Anyway, that's why I haven't got a buy there. I'm not against it if you're in it, but just so Volt again. So you could have bought there, but I don't know. I know how you get caught up in it and it's going, and I'm never going to get in. But they always pull back. West Gold. So again, you just look at these wicks here. There's buying. So small producers, so AWJ, so it's just doing a nice consolidation there. BCN, so Beacon, again, consolidation. A lot of people would have got excited there. Horizon, I still got I don't understand it, why they're cheap. They're doing a consolidation, but fundamentally nothing wrong, so why not buy down there? Kaiser Reef, so again, come back to a support area. KSN, again, come back, giving you a few goes, this one. Mika. So again, there was your low risk, and it's coming back, giving you another chance. NMG, yeah, that was a buy back here, so I wouldn't chase that. Obviously, if you're in it, just hold it. Vertex. Obviously there's one. I went early last week on that. Anyway, that's what can happen. So you'd have, if that can have the bounce this week, then that's good. So developers. So we got AAR. Okay, so they just need to find a bit more support. AUC. So Ausgold, so that was last week, it looks alright. Barton Gold, BGD, okay, so I went early, but if it definitely comes back down here to the magic $100, and they're cheap, my notes have got, so I won't do your own research. Bright Star, I've got them as cheap. Terrible chart pattern, but history showing at these levels it's probably good to accumulate, and it's one of those that LSX Lion Nathan Gold Expert Fund. Challenger CEL, okay, so I went early last week, so again, good buying. Now obviously you're not gonna, that could drop, but the point is I guess the point I'm trying to make is buy around here rather than buying here. It might come back a little bit, but eventually all these big runs have to pull back. They can't keep going up. Note rare earth stocks. LRV. So apparently the takeover by USAC has been rejected. So they're a bit of an antimony play. Nice wicks, people buying. MAU. So I've got that as a buy this week. Come back down to support. MM8. Okay, so that just looks like it wants to come back down here. So no green arrow for that one. MTC, Metals Tech. Okay, so Don Multi. So that's that Don Durrett. If you don't know, he's a gold silver miner guru. He reckons this is a multi-bagger. It's probably why it run, because a lot of people follow him. A bit like Rick Rule. Anyway, not yet. Just comes back here and starts to find some bottom. PDI. Okay, so that was the week before. Went a bit early. It might come back. Anyway, we can't get them all right. SMI. Okay, so that was a buy last week. So it looks like he's doing all right. STN. So Saturn Metals. So that was a buy last week because of that candle, that thump. So last week, so that was 2 weeks ago. This is last week's candles. Had another thump. Roxy. So RXL. So that was 2 weeks ago. Roxy, she might want to come down here. But again, I'd rather buy it around here than there. TOC, Papua New Guinea stock, developer. There's been a textbook charting one. There's your flagpole. There's your flag breakout at the flagpole length. Hit, and now it's forming another sort of a wedge with another flagpole up there. Interesting one. Win. So Win's had a bit of a flagpole, shooting star. That's not good, but it's just consolidating there. Cheap. There's my notes. WGR, Western Gold. And there's another flagpole measured move. Cheap. I've got there. No buy though. I'd like to see it come back a bit. And then lastly we got WWI, West Smiths Mining. Cheap. I've got. But yeah, I'd like to see it come back down a bit. Alright, so that's your ASX stock wrap. If you got any developers that you think are looking good, please share. And I guess the takeaway is try and buy when things are coming down, not when they're going up. You might have to sit and wait for a bit, but you shouldn't get it like a 50% drawdown like you would if you bought the highs. Alright then, see ya.